400 pages later, when you get to their section on the Department of Health and Human Services,
All right, y'all.
just demonize single mothers. It wants to change policies to punish single moms and perhaps even remove children from single-parent households. Don't take my word for it. Let me show you. Their top priority is promise number 1, restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life. And they specifically call out unmarried mothers as a reason that the American family is in crisis.
All right, y'all. This is what we're going to talk about today. There is a new law that I've been waiting for years. What's up, Shira? Exactly. I've been talking about this. There's a new law coming in 2025 called Project 2025. And single mothers and dysfunctional women all over America are upset and they are scared. And I'm glad, because I would say for the first time in 40 years, single motherhood is finally going to become illegal and get abolished. The single mother epidemic is finally about to be over. So watch this. Everybody hit the like button and let's rejoice.
Project 2025 doesn't just demonize single mothers. It wants to change
Demonize single mothers. Single mothers demonize themselves.
Policies to punish single moms.
It's not punish. Okay, I'm okay with punishing, the word punish, because what have you single mothers done? You've ruined your own lives, and you've literally put your children in positions where they have to live in poverty. So we can say punish. That's cool.
And perhaps even remove children from single-parent households.
That part right there is the most beautiful part. I've always said for years that we need to get these children away from these women. I want to ask y'all a question right now before we even get started. Like, between the two groups, right? When was the last time you've ever heard of a single Black father deleting their kid? I'll ask again. When was the last time you've heard of a single Black father deleting their own kid? I'll wait. You never hear it. But when was the last time you've heard of a single mother deleting her kid? Yesterday. And then 2 days ago. I can play it on my phone if y'all want me to. So when you look at the blatant emotional ineptitude, the blatant emotional instability of a single mother, and just take your feelings out of it, there's no way in hell should a woman be taking care of anybody by herself. And I'll just say that again. If you just think about the blatant emotional ineptitude of women, the blatant emotional instability of women, why in the world are these little people raising children by themselves? Now, with a husband, cool. But it literally does not make any logical sense. So this is a beautiful thing. And for those who are just coming in, there is a new law that is about to be passed in 2025 called Project 2025 that is about to abolish single motherhood. And of course, dysfunctional women all over America are upset. Let's keep going.
Don't take my word.
Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like. Y'all got to hit the like button, y'all. Y'all tripping. Hit the like button.
For it, let me show you. Their top priority is promise number 1, restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life.
And women are mad at that? Women are mad at that. Why? Because, you know what? I'm going to be quiet. Let's keep going. Women are mad at that. Women are mad at that. Women are mad at this.
Show you. Their top priority is promise number 1, restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life. And they specifically call out unmarried mothers as a reason that the American family is in crisis. 400 pages later, when you get to their section on the Department of Health and Human Services, you see that they want to rewrite what the definition of a family is to be comprised of a married mother and father and their children.
Did y'all hear that right there? This ridiculous sounding woman literally just said they want to rewrite the definition of a family. A family is a husband, a wife, and children. It's always been like that in the Webster's dictionary. What are you talking about? They want to rewrite something. But this is what I'm saying. This is so beautiful where like this has to be the best news that I've heard in the last 10 years. And whatever president is going to push this, I'm voting for that person. But listen to how dysfunct these women are. They are like, you know, let me just be quiet. 400
pages later, when you get to their section on the Department of Health and Human Services, you see that they want to rewrite what the definition of a family is to be comprised of a married mother and father and their children.
Let's just stop right there. Like, do you hear the frustration in this woman's voice? Do you hear the frustration in this ridiculous woman's voice? They're going to rewrite the definition of family. No, they're going to rewrite the definition of family. Think about what I said. They don't want to rewrite it. They want to rewrite it. They want to rewrite it without the W, not with the W. Write is like write down, right? No, they want to rewrite it, as in correct it. Yo, I'm telling y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. When I heard this information, man, I didn't even know what to do with myself. This is like one of the most beautiful days of my life. When I heard this video, I didn't even know what to do with myself. Yes, make right again. Exactly, MJ Thompson. You ladies who run around having fatherless babies, y'all asses are going to jail. And they taking your child. Because regardless of what y'all want to say, children not being in the hands of a woman by herself, it's a good thing. But we're going to keep going. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Saying that currently Health and Human Services is too focused on LGBTQ plus equity and subsidizing single motherhood. And say
subsidizing single motherhood. Y'all hear that, right? Subsidizing single motherhood. So y'all hit the like button, and we're going to play this video right here, and we're going to come back. I love this. I love this. But do y'all like this or not? So, like, do y'all agree with this law, or do y'all disagree with this law? Put in the chat right now. Say, I agree with this law, or I disagree with this law. I want to know what y'all think. Do you agree with this law? Do y'all disagree with this law? Drop it in the chat, and we're going to come right back.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun card? Hey, how about we meet up at a coffee shop and and play this fun dating card game. We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games and give them out for Christmas. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out. after you-
durable.
Okay, so I'm reading the comments, and a lot of y'all are agreeing with this new law, women and men. I will say mainly women are in the chat saying that they agree with this law. And I love it. I love it. See, it's not y'all, it's the dysfunctional women who have a problem with this law. And it's a fallacy that people think that women are women are so for single motherhood. No, single mothers are against single motherhood because there's a huge demographic of women who have learned from their mistakes and they're like, yo, I'm not going to be a part of the problem anymore. I'm not going to be a statistic anymore. And I absolutely love that. So let me do this real quick. And hold on, let me bring the video back up. So before we go back to that video, I just want to show y'all what type of destruction women do to these little people. Listen to this. Shout out to I forgot his name.
Homeless and runaway.
Oh, Valuetainment. Shout out to Valuetainment. Listen to this.
Let me continue. 90% of all homeless and runaway children, 63% of teen suicides, 85% of children and teens with behavior disorders come from fatherless homes. Let me read that stat to you one more time. 90% of all homeless and runaway children, 63% of all teen suicide, 85% of children and teens with behavioral disorder come from fatherless homes. Fatherlessness likewise has a direct link to teen pregnancy and sexual activity. Roughly 70% of teenage pregnancies come from women raised in a fatherless home. 70% of teenage pregnancies comes from fatherless homes. 70%. And these same women have significantly higher abortion rates than women raised by both a father and a mother. On the whole, fatherless kids are 20 times more likely to be incarcerated and 11 times more likely to exhibit violent behavior.
So just giving y'all a little bit of an understanding. Love you too, Vanetta. That just gives you a little bit of an understanding. This is not hate. This is not narcissism or anything like that, right? Because for years, every time I say something bad about single motherhood and about how single motherhood needs to be against the law, all I hear from women is, you hate women. No, you hate children. That's really it. If you are a single mother, to a certain degree, you are showing how much you hate children. Because if you did not hate children, you would not have been a single mother in the first place. I'll talk about it on a normal basis. Animals have more common sense than a lot of these women. A female lion, a female bald eagle, a crow, or anything would literally make sure that the male that she sleeps with or mates with is not a loser. I talk about that all the time. But a woman, y'all love losers. Right here, because we're going to talk about this too. A lot of you ladies, your own mothers were trash. Like, so how in the world can y'all be okay with single motherhood when your own single mother, your own mom, was a terrible person? So Misha says, I don't respect my mom at all. She lied to my father and she ABO'd kids and she on drugs. Sorry to hear that, but yeah, it's a lot of things that girls actually go through. So back to the video.
Saying that currently Health and Human Services is, you see that they want unmarried.
So this is called Project 2025.
Even remove children from single parent households.
Yes.
Don't take my word for it. Let me show you. Their top priority is promise number 1, restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life. And they specifically call out unmarried mothers as a reason that the American family is in crisis.
Yes. Yes. Do y'all hear that? The government is finally admitting that single motherhood is the main reason why America is in crisis. Yes. See, the thing about it is, sadly, it takes a white man to actually tell y'all something for y'all to believe it. If a white man ain't said it, y'all don't believe it. So let's go back to listen to what the white man just said.
Unmarried mothers as a reason that the American family is the centerpiece of American life. And they specifically call out unmarried mothers as a reason that the American family is in crisis.
Yo, this is a beautiful time where we are. Y'all might be laughing at me right now, but I've been working on this for like 5 years now. My Instagram page got deleted because of me talking about how single motherhood is so detrimental, how it's destroying our communities, and how problematic it is, and how these children need to live with their fathers. My Instagram page got deleted for that. So I've been fighting for this cause for years. So y'all just got to excuse me for my exuberance, but this is one of the best days of my life.
400 pages later, when you get to their section on the Department of Health and Human Services, you see that they want to rewrite what the definition of a family is to be comprised of a married
Rewrite the definition of a family. You idiot.
mother and father and their children, saying that currently Health and Human Services is too focused on LGBTQ plus equity and subsidizing single motherhood.
Yes. Yes. Yo, I don't know who wrote this, but I can kiss that person. Oh my God.
And saying that these policies should be repealed and replaced by policies that support the formation of stable married nuclear families. It's not enough to be heterosexual, by the way, because they also call out homes with non-related boyfriends as being one of the most dangerous places for a child. Mm-hmm. And they don't much like surrogacy either. In the context of emerging reproductive technologies, Health and Human Services should never place the desire of adults over the right of a child to be raised by the biological fathers and mothers who conceived them.
Let's just take a second. I want to show y'all how much I love and believe in family. Just look at my shirt. Just look at my shirt for a second. Look at my shirt. Family empowerment. A family comprises of 4 parts: God, a husband, a wife, and children. There's 4 parts of a family. And if anybody wants to buy a family empowerment shirt or a family empowerment hoodie, you can go to the Deeper Discussions link, and the shirts and the hoodies are on there also, along with my Deeper Discussions card game. So you can go to the link that is under this video, over this video, in the chat, pinned at the top of the chat. So if you're on YouTube, there's a shop button under this video. Just hit the button and boom, you can buy a family empowerment shirt. You can buy a Deeper Discussions card game. You can buy a family empowerment hoodie. Because in 2024, y'all, we are pushing family empowerment. I need all of you to go buy a family empowerment hoodie. Do you see right here? The father, the child, and the mother. A family is not a mother and a damn child. I need everybody right now to celebrate this new law by going and buying a family empowerment hoodie or a family empowerment shirt and or a Deeper Discussions card game with the link that is in the chat, the link that is over this video under the title, the link that is under this video. Come on, y'all. We pushing family empowerment in 2024. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Let's keep going.
And children from 2-parent household, 20 times more. If a man and a wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same chances as children raised by just their father. If a man and a wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same chance as children raised by just their fathers.
Just their fathers.
Husband and wife raise their kid. The chance of this kid going to jail is the same as just the father raising his kids. The problem is the single mother without a father in the picture. The problem is the single mother without a father in the picture. The problem is the single mother without a father in the picture.
Facts. All facts.
Let me continue. Girls with no fathers have lower self-esteem. We can lower crime, lower mental issues, help the economy, lower suicide rates, and decrease homelessness by bringing back the family nucleus.
Bro, 2024 is going to be lit. No more single motherhood. If you have a fatherless baby in 2024, you are an idiot. I'll say it again. If you have a fatherless baby in 2024, you are an idiot.
We judged a country based on how many kids are being raised by fatherless homes that's producing crimes at the levels that we're getting, but we're not selling. Take your time to get married.
Yes.
Take your time before you have sex with someone.
Right.
Take your time before you get pregnant.
Right.
Take your time before you have a baby.
Right.
Protect yourself. Stay home. Do not just go out there and have unprotected sex. Maybe we're not talking about this kind of stuff. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. The stat says we're not selling it in the right way, and we're paying a price for it. Now we see somebody in military uniform, guess what you say? Hey, thank you for your service. What do you mean? Hey, man, stats, 23% fatherlessness, and you're there with your kids. Thank you for your service. Being a father is tough.
Right now, I want y'all to say thank you for your service to any man in this chat that is a father to their children. Right now, in the chat right now, everybody type, thank you for your service. You could be thanking me for my service because I father my kids. You can thank any other man in the chat for his service. But right now, type in, thank you for your service to any man that is taking care of their children right now. Put it in the chat, y'all. Come on. Men say it. Women say it. I'm going to say it. To the men that are taking care of their children, thank you for your service. Come on, y'all. Everybody say thank you for your service. I love it. Let's do it. I'm sick of single motherhood. It's bullshit.
Good for you guys, husband and wife, trying to make this work. Marriage is tough. Salute. You make my life better and safer by raising good kids. Salute to you.
Yes, yes, yes. See, the reason why our cities are crime ridden is because of single motherhood. Like single motherhood is the most dysfunctional part of Black society.
Here's a horrifying paragraph. The Secretary of Health and Human Services anti-discrimination policy statements should never conflate sex with gender identity or sexual orientation. Rather, the Secretary should proudly state that men and women are biological realities that are crucial to the advancement of life sciences and medical care, and that married men and women are the ideal natural family structure because all children have a right to be raised by the men and women who conceived them.
And this idiot said, this is horrifying. Listen to this stupid woman. Listen to this. She said, this is horrifying.
Fathers and mothers who conceived them. Here's a horrifying paragraph.
Here's a horrifying paragraph. She said, here's a horrifying paragraph. And just for the record, ladies, this dumbass woman is white. So it's not, so I'm not against Black women and blah, 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 blah. I'm against single motherhood. I don't care what dummy is doing it. All right. Just for the record, this woman is white. So it's not about Black this, Black that. It's about single motherhood. All right. Listen to this dumbass woman.
Child. And they don't much like surrogacy either. In the context of emerging reproductive technologies, Health and Human Services should never place the desire of adults over the right of a child to be raised.
Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like. Share this video, y'all, right now. Share this video and type shared in the chat right now. Share this video, like this video, and then type shared or I shared it in the chat right now. Come on, y'all. We got to share this. This is some beautiful information.
Raised by the biological fathers and mothers who conceived them.
What's up, Tina? Just listen to how stupid this woman is. Listen to this.
Here's a horrifying paragraph.
Why is it a horrifying paragraph, you idiot? You stupid lady. Why is it a horrifying paragraph? Huh? Why are you hating on family? This idiot woman in this video is hating on family. She doesn't want to see men and women together raising their own children. Listen to this dumbass woman.
The Secretary of Health and Human Services anti-discrimination policy statements should never conflate sex with gender identity or sexual orientation.
Exactly.
Rather, the Secretary should proudly state that men and women are biological realities that are
Men and women are biological realities
crucial to the advancement of life sciences and medical care, and that married men and
listen how she changed her voice. And that married men, you weirdo.
And medical care, and that married men and women are the ideal natural family structure because all children have a right to be raised by the men and women who conceived them.
And this idiot is mad at that. And I'm quite sure this dumbass woman is a single mother. Imagine this dumbass woman raising a child. She wouldn't have made this video if she wasn't a single mother. Or she's mad. This is what I'm saying, y'all. And this is the reason why we need to get our children away from these damn women. I say that shit with my chest. I've been getting canceled, beat up, verbally, everything, all because of this. And I don't give a damn.
They also want to promote reunification as a part
of They also want to promote unification. Oh my God, not unification.
Of child support. And they want to institute a healthy marriage and relationship education program in every state level high school in America, raised by the men.
We're going to put parenthood, not just parenthood, married parenthood back in the schools. Hold on, I won't go too far. Hit a like button, y'all. Hit a like button, y'all. Hit a like. Beat me up in the comments, not beat me up in real life, Shira.
Because all children have a right to be raised by the men and women who conceived them. They also want to promote reunification as a part of child support.
She said they also want to promote. You don't want to promote it also? Unification when it comes to child support. That means there will be no more child support because everybody would be together.
And they want to institute a healthy marriage and relationship education program in every state level high school in America with curriculum on healthy marriages. Oh, I wasn't kidding about child support either. Child support in the United States should strengthen marriage as the norm, restore broken homes, and encourage unmarried couples to commit to marriage.
This woman is pissed, y'all. Am I wrong? Is this woman pissed or is it just me? Comment in the chat. Is this woman pissed or is it just me? Am I hearing the wrong voice inflections? Is this woman really pissed by what she's reading? Or am I reading too much into what she's saying? I just want to know, am I crazy? Okay, she big mad. She's too triggered reading this. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not just making an assumption. It's not just me. This woman is pissed. I love it. I love it when single mothers are angry. Give up your child to their daddy if it's so much of a problem.
About child support either. Child support in the United States should strengthen marriage as the norm, restore broken homes, and encourage unmarried couples to commit to marriage. There's also a line in here that basically says that if you're the parent of a transgender child, that is child abuse. And if everything I've read hasn't sounded too bad, you haven't been reading between the...
I'm not even going to touch that because I don't want no problems, but they said it, not me. I'm just not going to say nothing about it. So we just going to run straight past that part. And hey, yo, this world is finally coming back on its axis. Oh my God.
Lines, and this line here should clear it up. But the pro-family promises expressed in this book and central to the next conservative president's agenda must go much further than the traditional narrow definition of family issues. Every threat to family stability must be confronted.
Yeah.
This resolve should color each of our policies. And any family that's not a married family, that's a threat to them.
What'd you say?
Do I have a dad?
Why you ask that?
I don't know, but do I have one?
Of course you do.
So right here, I want y'all to see, this is what the typical child is going through. So hopefully y'all can hear this, but if y'all can't hear this, I'll translate because he's kind of like a little muffled. So listen to this little boy.
What'd you say?
Do I have a dad?
Why you ask that?
He says, do I have a dad? And she said, of course you do.
I don't know, but do I have one?
Oh, she said, why do you say that? And he said, I don't know, but do I have one?
Of course you do.
What's his name again?
He don't even know what his daddy's name is. And he's like, what, 9? Why don't you know your daddy's name, little boy? Because I'm going to show you. Listen to this. This is single motherhood at its finest.
I don't know, but do I have one?
Of course you do.
What's his name again?
Listen to how she pauses because there's a possibility that she lied to her son the first time about who his daddy was because she probably doesn't know who the actual dad is.
His name is Tyrell.
Tyrell?
Mm-hmm.
She said his name is Tyrell. That's what it is.
Mom, does he know I'm really smart or does he not?
I don't think he knows.
Why don't you think he knows? I don't think you know who his actual daddy is.
Why? Ever since I tell him I'm really good.
What do you mean?
Haram.
What about?
Like, if I tell him I'm really good, he will trust us, I think.
Single mothers are literally the worst parents on the entire planet. Young men that grow up under a single mother end up in prison. Women that grow up under a single mother in particular end up a single mother herself. But when it comes to a two-parent family and a single father household, a young man has a 90% chance of never going to prison. Because the reason why so many of us are messed up is because we were all, or most of us, were raised by women. Do y'all remember this video? It went viral and all these women was calling me a narcissist and a misogynist and said I hated women and everything. Do y'all remember when I was on Hardly Initiated when I said this? Shout out to Hardly Initiated. I said this shit with my chest and I got all kinds of flack and I didn't give a damn.
Trust us, I think.
Let me know if y'all remember this video going viral. It went viral on Spiritual World and Shade Room. Single mothers are literally the worst parents on the entire planet. Young men that grow up under a single mother end up in prison. Women that grow up under a single mother in particular end up a single mother herself. But when it comes to a two-parent family and a single father household, a young man has a 90% chance of never going to prison. Because the reason why so many of us are messed up is because we were all, or most of us, were raised by women. Yeah, I got dogged in that freaking video. This time about who his daddy was. Hold on, I'm trying to see something. Oh, I gotta get rid of this. Do y'all remember when I said this? Do y'all remember this?
Need a husband to be successful because I didn't need my husband. I was already successful and up before I had him.
What are you talking about?
You don't need a husband to be successful.
I'm here to show y'all that I've been doing this for a long ass time. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the freaking like button.
Woman doesn't need a husband to be successful because I didn't need my husband. I was already successful and up before I had him.
What are you talking about?
You don't need a husband to be successful. Not at all.
What does successful look like, boys?
Happy in your own skin, happy with the person that you are, and love with the person that you are, that you don't have to look for a man to love you because you already love yourself. And that's what I mean by a successful female. Because success can look in any other way.
Is this successful female going to have children?
Yeah, she may have children. She may have children.
So
she may.
Is part of being successful with kids?
Yes, you can be successful with kids. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So how can you be in this, what you just painted out to be successful without being married, and you have a child in this scenario? So without
the child has nothing to do with that scenario.
Children has everything to do with that scenario. So when you said a woman can be successful and not get married, when you add a child to that, she is no longer successful. She is now a single mother. And being a single mother is not success. Single motherhood is failure. A child, a family comprises of a man and a woman, not a woman. If you are a single mother, there is a certain amount of failure. And I'm sorry to say this, but we got to stop this shit. We have to look at life the way it actually is instead of what y'all asses want it to be. For you to sit here and say you could be successful, cool, yes. But when I started asking you different parts of the success and you started adding children, well, if there's no man in the household, if there's no man leading, helping you raise that child, sorry, that is not success.
Talk to him 2017, MrLetGo. I've been saying this shit since 2017.
See, if you would have said, oh, one can make millions of dollars, not that's success. But there is no success when there's only a mother and not a father in the household, because then you're thinking selfishly. You may feel like you're successful, but does your child think you're successful? Does your child think that they're successful?
Your child thinks you're a bum.
No, because they didn't have no daddy. And even if the daddy was around, they didn't have a daddy raise them in the same household. There is no success without the intact family. Now, I've admitted in my own life that I have a failed marriage and I spent time with my kids, but I was no longer in the household. The number one thing we have to do is stop being children and be real with ourselves and say, hey, I do have a certain level of failures in my life. Therefore, I cannot do them again. A lot of these ladies, they're not cognizant of their failures because they're used to women saying, oh, don't worry about that. Oh, it's his fault. It's her fault. It's this person's fault. It's that person's fault. And there's no level of accountability because if you don't see where you failed at, you're destined to fail again in the same way.
He who does not know their history is destined to repeat it. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So I'm playing a little bit because the new people are coming in and they don't really know what's going on. So I'm playing a little bit of this, not the whole thing, just a little bit of it, and then we're going to keep going.
2025 doesn't just demonize single mothers. It wants to change policies to punish single moms and perhaps even remove children from single parent households. Don't take my word for it. Let me show you. Their top priority is promise number 1, restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life. And they specifically call out unmarried mothers as a reason that the American family is in crisis.
Who else fault is it? Y'all keep spitting out fatherless babies. What hey, stop spitting out fatherless babies and we wouldn't have these problems.
400 pages later, when you get to their section on the Department of Health and Human Services, you see that they want to rewrite what the definition of a family is to be comprised of a married mother and father and their children.
That's what an actual family is, you dummy.
Saying that currently Health and Human Services is too focused on LGBTQ plus equity and subsidizing single motherhood.
So that's what the actual law is. I don't want to play the whole thing because some of y'all don't seen it already. We want to keep going. And this is called Project 2025. Y'all can look it up yourselves. It's a 400 or 900 page document because I heard somewhere else is a 900 page document. But of course, I ain't read the whole 400 or 900 pages. But in the future, yeah, I'm going to read it because I want to get an understanding of exactly what it is, what the good and what the bad is. But this is what we're talking about.
90% of all homeless and runaway children, 63% of teen suicides, 85% of children and teens with behavior disorders come from fatherless homes.
Single parent. I have to work.
So here goes another dumbass single mother. And this is the reason why it's so detrimental.
I'm a single parent. I have to work. This kid would pick up his 2 little sisters.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Make sure that they eat. Make sure their homework was done. If I had to stay late, he made sure they took a bath and put them to sleep. And then he changed.
I'm tired. I'm depressed. I'm tired.
You go. Okay.
I'm tired. I've been through stuff in my life. Like I said, I'm depressed.
Ty, that's still no reason that if you feel that in your dark place, to take that out on your mother.
How is he taking out on his mother? He's just saying, I'm tired. I'm not taking care of your children. They're not mine. They're yours. How's that taking it out of your mother? Vivica Fox is trash, just for the record.
So has he had a problem with alcohol?
He has a problem with alcohol. He's an alcoholic. When did you start drinking?
Probably 13.
13, okay.
Probably 13.
Very early.
She be drinking with me. She put me on.
I put you on at 13?
She put me on, yeah.
You're a liar.
She be drinking with me. She put me on.
I put you on at 13?
She put me on, yeah.
You're a liar.
First thing I got to point out is,
hey, how about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay. Meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play deeper discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper discussions, dating edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
durable.
You're a liar.
First thing I got to point out is I'm a single mother and I have 3 kids. Where are the daddies at? Because I'm sure it's 3 baby daddies. Where are the daddies at? You have somewhat of a grown son and you turn around and have 2 more kids out of wedlock, single mother miss, right? And now you expect your grown son to be the husband and pick the kids up from school and put them to bed and feed them simply because I have to work. See, this is the problem I have with single motherhood. Y'all love to sit around and appoint your children as the father of the rest of your children. And shout out to Eric Powell for the $20 super chat. Preach, brother, preach. Thank you so much, Eric Powell. I appreciate you. You made them children. Ain't nobody coming in to help you with your little children other than a husband or a boyfriend. And if you can't find a man, if you can't find somebody to marry you, you're just on your own. The number one thing you do not do is get one of your kids and get them to play husband or play second mother to your other little fatherless children.
JJ, your brother crying.
Why always be acting like this is my baby? You supposed to say like feed him and get him his pacifier, get him his bottle. Why you keep on acting like this is my baby? This is not my baby. This is your baby mama.
You ladies who have all these fatherless kids running around and you appoint this child to take care of this child instead of you taking care of all of your children, you are literally ruining your children for their next generation. The second thing is, this woman is so judgmental to her son who literally said, I am going through some stuff. Do you think she cares? No. She's mad that he is no longer being her little sonsband and he's trying to live his life. Third thing, she says he has an alcohol problem. And then he turns around and says, yeah, but I got it from you. I sat around drinking with you. And she turns around and says, you liar. How else you think he started drinking? See, whether she drank with him or he just became an alcoholic on his own is still on her. Why? Because he doesn't have a daddy. See, it always goes back to fatherlessness. See, virtually every last one of you who did not grow up with a father have some type of fatherlessness trauma. And it starts with single motherhood. So whenever you have some issues out of your kid, regardless of the situation, and if they did not have a father, because you failed, keyword failed, to find a husband before you had that boy or girl, it is all on you. You failed your child. So if your child grows up to be a stripper or alcoholic or whatever, you did not put your child in the best position possible in order for them to succeed in life. And a lot of women love to say, well, Barack Obama was raised by a single mother and LeBron was raised by a single mother. Well, yeah, I was raised by a single mother also, and I'm successful. We did it despite our mother not furnishing us or supplying us or providing us with a father. We did it despite.
Now, you sit in his face and tell him you don't respect him as a man. You just sat here and told your son that I don't respect him as a man.
So let's break this down for a second. She tells her son that has moved on, has 3 kids, is married, and she turns around and says, he's not man enough, or he's not a good man. Why do you think she said that? Most likely it's simply because he left his mother. I'll say it. Yo, my camera was trash back then, wasn't it? And again, he left his mother. See, a stable household, where there's a mother and a father, where there's a mother and a father, where there's a mother and a father, the parents teach and train and raise their children to leave their parents, to go on with their lives, to start their own family. But in most cases, when there's a single mother there, and there is no man, there is no father, the only thing she does is train her child to stay with their mother. And when that child actually goes off and leaves their mother, the mother actually feels betrayed. So most likely, this is what's going on in this situation. He's left the nest, went and got married, has 3 boys, is a good father. What's the problem? Problem is, he's not with his mother anymore. And she has a problem with that because most single mothers do not train their children to leave them. This is what men do. Men train their children to leave them because that's exactly what parenting is. Teaching your children how to leave the nest, not to stay in the nest or take care of the nest or grow up and be the husband of the nest. No, we make our own nest somewhere else. So this is the problematic behavior of a single mother, especially when she has a son. She essentially raises her son to take care of his mom when he grows up. Not to grow up and take care of a family of his own, but to take care of his mother. And when he doesn't do that, he's less of a man. And this is the specific reason why fatherhood is so important. But guess what? None of your kids will ever experience that because you chose to be a single mother. Because you chose to not get married before having a child.
And you don't think to consider what that does to his heart, to his soul, to his spirit. And it's hurtful for the things that he said.
You see what she said, right? I know that's hurtful, but what about me? I raised him. That's what she's saying. He abandoned me. I raised him all of his life. I was the only one there, and he turns around and abandons me for this woman. That's what she's saying.
So there you go. You're doing it. You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now. I'm holding you accountable and you're spinning your web. This is why when the boys turn a certain age, the men come and get him and take him away from the mother because she can emotionally manipulate him.
Things that were put in front of us. It's like growing up. And because we don't have a father, we got to scale this wall and jump to the other side while kids who have fathers can just walk straight through. Some of us climb the wall and jump on the other side. But a lot of men and women, they don't make it. But that wall doesn't supposed to be there in the first place. We need fathers. I just hated how this woman started off by saying, I'm a single mother. Like it's victimhood. Well, who made you a single mother? And I almost had some type of pity for her until I found out there were 2 other children. And you already know it was multiple baby daddies because of how old he is and how young the children are. And this is what I'm saying. Women love to just take their proverbial life, drive it off the street and run it into a tree and then jump out the car and yell at the tree for her hitting the tree like it's the tree's fault. I'm a single mother. How did you become a single mother? 3 times. 3 times. So you multiple baby daddy having women, you've shown one particular thing. That 1, you don't really care about your kids like you say you do. And 2, you don't have any discipline to actually require somebody to marry you before you had a child. And 3, there's a possibility that because of your actions, you're not going to find a husband. You're not going to find a good man to come in and help you with the life that you literally ruined. And it's really sad. Because the person that suffers, just like in this video right here, is your child. We have to end this single mother epidemic. I'm sick of hearing women say, I'm a single mother. Like it's either a badge of honor or you're a victim and somebody did this to you. You did this to you. And until you stop ruining your own life, you're never going to get ahead and you're never going to get out of your own way. And one thing you're always going to do because of this is ruin your children's lives. This woman has single-handedly ruined this young man's entire life. You need to take your little boy or girl and send them with their daddy if they know who their daddy is. But if they know who their daddy is, because some of y'all don't even know who the daddy is, please send your boy or girl to their daddy and get them away from you before you do this same thing to your child. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Hey, how about we meet up at a
Like each other.
They ain't gonna get
really-
It's sing isn't music all we
A potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
durable.
because we can sit around and blame rap music all we want to, but the biggest problem in our Black communities isn't rap music, it's single motherhood. Because I want y'all to think about this, and this is something I wanted to say to her. I, as an adult, full-grown adult, used to pull up the high schools. You know why? Because I was there to pick up my own damn kids. I pulled up the high schools to pick up my own children. Why? Because I fathered my children. A lot of y'all can't say that. Y'all daddy ain't never came up to your high school because your mama didn't supply you with no damn daddy. We can sit around and talk about rap music and these dudes going up to high schools or whatever, but if it was more dudes going up to high schools that were actually the fathers, we wouldn't have this damn problem. Because I have no problems out of my kids, because my kids and my kids' classmates and teachers knew Mr. Mallory is going to be up at that school if you say anything to that little girl right there. And he going to come up here and act a damn fool. I got my kid kicked out of kinder care when she was a baby. When she was a baby, she got kicked out of kinder care because of me. So I've been going to my kids' daycares, middle schools, elementary schools, high schools, colleges. So if you Black women were to start paying attention to who you have sex with and require somebody to marry y'all asses, y'all wouldn't have to worry about no damn rap music affecting y'all damn kids. So I said a long time ago, single motherhood is a form of failure, but we always want to blame somebody else for our kids being messed up. It starts with single motherhood. So if you start something wrong, it's a good possibility that it's going to end wrong, right? If somebody drops me off in the middle of nowhere, there's a possibility I'm gonna die. I might make it, but look what I got to start with. So single motherhood is literally dropping a human being in the middle of a desert and expecting them to figure it all out. So I want to give y'all some facts that would help y'all delineate whether I'm hating on women or whether I'm telling the truth. So we're going to separate, you know, the ideal scenario is a mother and a father raising their child together, right? But let's look at a single mother and then let's look at a single father. Okay? So here we go. Why is single motherhood so terrible and destructive? Let's look at the essence of a woman, all right? The essence of what a mother teaches her child. A woman is naturally anxious. A woman is naturally combative. A woman always thinks she's right. A woman instills fear in everybody around, especially their children. A woman instills victimization. A woman is always a victim of somebody, right? It's always somebody else's fault why her life is the way it is. Women have no clue how to pick a proper mate to have a baby with. Single mothers instill laziness because overall, when last time you seen a single mother in a gym? Never. You've never seen your mama go to the gym. Type yes or no in the chat. Have you ever seen your mother go to the gym? Yes or no, right now. Put in the chat, yes or no. Have you ever seen your mother go to the gym? I've never seen my lazy ass mama go to the gym. Because women are lazy. What's going on, Tommy Sotomayor? Women are inherently lazy. Women don't go to no damn gym. Clip this up. Shout out to W for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Women are inherently lazy. Not one of your mothers ever went to the gym. And that's kind of disgusting. So let's keep going. Single mothers have terrible eating habits, and most single mothers are fat. That is a fact, white or black. Single mothers teach that it's okay to be overweight and nasty looking. Most women use food to cope with the shit that their own mothers did to them. I'll say that again. The reason why so many black women are fat and overweight is because they use food to cope with what her single mother did to her. So how can you get mad at me for talking about single motherhood when your own single mother ruined your life? I'm just saying. Most people who grew up in poverty were under a single mother. Her image as a mother is more important than anything, and she'll do anything in her power to protect her image. What y'all think about that? A woman's image as a mother is more important than anything else in the world, and she will do anything in the world to protect her image. Like what? Well, when she brings her boyfriend in that she barely knows and lets him live with her, and he ends up doing the, unthinkable. And the daughter comes in and says, Mommy, your boyfriend that you had live with us did A, B, and C to me. And in order to protect her image, what does a single mother do? What? My boyfriend would never do that. What was you wearing? I told you about wearing them nasty, them little shorts up your butt. And the daughter is like, but Mom, I'm home. You introduced some random dude to come live with us. And he did something, and you're mad at your child? Yes, Erica. And then she'll turn around and kick the daughter out and keep the boyfriend that did something to her daughter. Am I wrong? Most of you had a terrible upbringing because of your single mother. A lot of you were R'd or M'd by your mother's brother or by your mother's boyfriend. So even though a man did A, B, and C to you, your mother introduced him to you. Your mother gave him to you. How else was he able to get to you? For anybody who's been R'd and M'd, or M'd in particular, who gave the man to you? Your mama. What can a single mother teach their child when it comes to anything on the outside of the home? I'll wait. What can a single mother teach their child, male or female, anything pertaining to the outside of the home? Nothing. My mother, who was a single mother, did not teach me shit when it came to the outside of the house. She didn't. She helped with homework, which is dope. She taught me how to cook, which is dope. She taught me how to pee, which is dope. She taught me how to wash my ass, which is dope. She taught me how to wear deodorant, which is dope. But that's about it. So that's a single mother. What does a single father teach? A father teaches their child rules. Y'all know what rules are, right? Because a lot of y'all didn't grow up under rules because y'all were raised by a single mother. A father teaches rules. A father offers a fundamental foundation of understanding life, a belief system, right? A father teaches emotional discipline. A father teaches stoicism. See, a father versus a mother is not emotionally unstable. See, women are naturally emotionally unstable. Men aren't. And if you know of men that are emotionally unstable, guess what? They were raised by a single mother. See how that works? So there are men out here that are emotionally unstable, but it's because they were raised by a woman. So the specific thing that made men so weak, lazy, lame, and gay or whatever else is because they were raised by women. Back to what I was saying. A single father teaches conflict resolution. A single father teaches their son or daughter how to fight. I teach my daughters how to shoot a gun. Did any one of y'all mamas teach you how to shoot a gun? No? Exactly. A lot of y'all don't know how to shoot a gun because you didn't have a father. So your father teaches you how to fight, teaches you how to be disciplined, teaches you how to shoot a gun. I taught my kids how to prepare for the worst. My kids got generators. My kids got extra water. My kids got extra canned goods. Me and my kids have a code word. Like say I get a text from my daughter saying, Daddy, I need $200 or whatever, right? I'll just say, what's the code word? They got to text me the code word before I send them the money, because this can be some random text. I could have stole her phone and be trying to get me just, go on her phone and look up daddy and then text daddy and says, Daddy, I need $200. Somebody could have stole her phone. Do you know if somebody steals your phone, they can look up daddy and text your daddy and get their daddy, to send you some money or something? So me and my kids have code words. There's a code word that my kids have to have. A mother doesn't teach that. So a father teaches how to protect themselves. A father teaches, because this is a long ass list, because fathers are better than mothers. Mothers didn't have much of a list except for pee and cook and shit. I don't know, whatever. Wipe your ass. Other than that, that's really all a mother can teach you. A father teaches conflict resolution. A father teaches how to produce, how to be a producer, how to be productive instead of just consuming. A father teaches you how to fight and how to shoot. A father teaches you how to diffuse a volatile situation and walk away from an argument, walk away from a fight because it's not worth it. A father teaches their children sports. I'm not even halfway done. A father teaches you how to actually make money. Your mama don't teach you how to make no damn money. Your father teaches you how to go to the gym and work out. I teach my daughters how to actually go to the gym and how to work all the equipment at the gym. Me and my daughter was at the gym last week. I go to the gym with my daughter. Does she go to the gym with her mother? No, because she's a woman. How to lead other people. A father teaches their child how to lead other people. Shout out to W for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you. A father teaches their child how to properly follow other people. A father teaches their child structure. A mother doesn't teach structure. She doesn't know structure. Her life is trash. So how can she teach something that she doesn't know? A father, this is a long ass list, y'all, ain't it? Hit a like button, hit a like button, hit a like button, hit a like button. A father teaches you how to be of service to your community. A father teaches you how to exercise and stay fit. A father teaches you how to understand healthy competition. And I can go on and on and on and on and on. But this is what mothers teach their children. Just a whole bunch of dumb shit. Watch this.
Happening is she does not necessarily care or believe in marriage growing up. Number one thing that her single mother taught her, because that's the only thing her single mother can teach her, is what she knows. Which the young girl grows up knowing one particular thing: motherhood.
Motherhood.
So she goes out not seeking a husband, but seeking motherhood. She doesn't know how to cohabitate with a man. She doesn't know how men think. She doesn't understand men because she wasn't raised around a man. She didn't see a man in her household. Her mom doesn't understand men. Her mother seems to hate men. Her mother tells her don't trust a man. So she has no understanding of men in any shape or form.
That's another thing a father does. A father teaches you how to trust other people. And what does your mother teach you to do? How to not trust other people.
But the only thing she knows how to do is the one thing her mother knows how to do, which is mother. So the young girl mothers her siblings. She mothers her friends. She ends up mothering her own mother. At some age, you start telling your mama what to do. And she gets with a man and she has to mother her man. But strong men don't want to be mothered. So what type of man does she choose? Or is she stuck with a man she can mother?
Yep.
So she has a baby by a man that is, to a certain degree, her son.
Mm-hmm.
That is where all the men are. They're children in grown people's bodies because, one, they were raised by a mother. They were protected by a mother. And all they know how to do is be somebody's son. So they get with a woman that will mother him because she is the reincarnation of his mother, because she is the reincarnation of his mother. And he grows up being with a woman that is his mother. He has a baby with this woman. All she wants is a baby and control, because when she has a baby by a man that is incapable of anything, because he is a son to a certain degree, she can do whatever it is that she wants. She can keep the baby away from the man. She ain't got to worry about no custody battles. She ain't got to worry about nothing. He can't get a lawyer. He can't do nothing. All she wants him to do is to pay child support. Because at the end of the day, all she knows how to do is mother. So all she wants is a child. And she did it. And
a lot of the mama's boys were the son husbands, which means that you were the man of the house. There wasn't a man there, so you became the man of the house very early.
It's an active choice, and I can explain why. There's a lot of women who have an understanding of their own issues, their own attitudes, their own weight, their own whatever, just, whatever that's dysfunctional about them. They have a good understanding that the older they get, if you got a husband and he's like 19, that means you're like 40, right? Or 38, something like that. So you already know by the age of 35 to 40, you ain't gonna get no man. You ain't gonna get married. She starts to look at herself like, okay, how am I going to continue to survive when I retire? I have my son.
And you know what?
So
I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna get to you.
Move in with your son when you get old.
And now when these men grow up, they expect their wives or their girlfriends to be like their mothers. Sometimes there's a power dynamic struggle between your girlfriend and your mother. That's it.
God damn it. Hold on, y'all. I had something. Here we go.
Take the female and
so right here is this is the reason why single motherhood actually began being popular in the first place. White America needed black women to stay like ruining the next generation. Listen to this.
The breaking process of the African woman. Take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. Because she is the most important factor for good economics. Nature had provided for this type of balance. We reversed nature by her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed. The ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen, independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. The ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen, independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong. For fear of the young male.
I ruined a lot of relationships operating in survival. I left my husband like 4 times operating off of survival. It is so important to unlearn those toxic things that you had to utilize in certain situations to get you by. You have to unlearn it. You cannot, you will ruin yourself, your life, your kids, the people around you, right? If you do not unlearn those toxic traits and behaviors. You heard me? I'm out. I don't got to deal with nothing. Then I started running in my marriage and I realized, why are you running? What are you so afraid of? I hate being hurt. I hate feeling like I'm out of control.
See how women are naturally afraid? Do y'all see that? Women are naturally afraid of everything. They don't want to get hurt. They're afraid of losing control. Do you want these little people raising children? Because the reason why this woman is like this is because she was raised by a single mother. And then she got a man to marry her, and she ran away from the damn husband 4 times. But this is what women do to other women. This is the reason why I say single mothers are literally the worst parents on the planet. Like, no woman needs to be raising a child. It needs to be against the law. And it's going to be against the law in 12 more months.
And that caused me to ruin a lot of good relationships, good friendships, and almost ruin my marriage. That's it. That's the post.
So, yeah. Is banning single motherhood the answer? Yes. That's the first and really only thing that we as Black people have to do is make single motherhood illegal, make single motherhood unethical, and everything else would right its own way. Because at some point, all the stupid people would, get pushed out, and the rest of us will be able to live, learn, and prosper and be okay. Eric said, "Don't hold your breath." No, Erica, it's happening. They're gearing up for it now. It's right here. It's happening.
2025 doesn't just demonize single mothers. It wants to change policies to punish single moms and perhaps even remove children from single parent households. Don't take my word for it. Let me show you. Their top priority is promise number 1, restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life.
This is a real bill.
And they specifically call out unmarried mothers as a reason that the American family is in crisis. 400 pages later, when you get to their section on the Department of Health and Human Services, you see that they want to rewrite what the definition of a family is to be comprised of a married mother and father and their children.
See? It's about to be the law. No more of these dysfunctional ass women will be able to just run around spitting out fatherless babies like idiots. No more Section 8. If you have a fatherless baby, your ass is either going to go to jail or you're going to go homeless and you're going to have to live in a ditch somewhere with your little fatherless baby. We ain't going to give a damn about neither one of y'all. Have a fatherless baby, y'all just going to have to live in the wilderness some goddamn where. And that in itself is a beautiful thing. Because your little father's baby is the spawn of your stupid decisions. So, it just is what it is. Either don't have father's babies and require a man to marry you, or live out in the wilderness like a goddamn rat or a possum. Possums can live out in the wilderness. Why can't single mothers? So you ladies in 2024 and 2025 and on, you have a fatherless baby, your dumb ass is going to have to go live out in the wilderness like a possum. Sit. You're going to have to live your life like possums live. Nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to do nothing for you. You and your little fatherless babies can just eat damn squirrel nuts and grass and shit and leaves and open your mouth when it rains and have fun doing it. And I absolutely love it. You have a father's baby, your ass going homeless. We're not going to give a shit about none of y'all asses no more. Get a husband or close your goddamn legs. And I love it. All y'all dumb asses, the dumb ones can kiss my ass. Go live in a damn forest some goddamn where, eat nuts and berries and drink creek water. You and your little fatherless baby, go have fun with that. I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to come up. All right, so I just dropped the link right now. If anybody wants to come up, y'all can come up. And in the meantime, I'm over here celebrating family empowerment. So if y'all want to buy a family empowerment shirt, this is the way the shirt looks. I got t-shirts and I got hoodies. God, husband, wife, child. I'm all about family empowerment over here. So if you want to buy a family empowerment shirt, the link to buy either my card game or my family empowerment shirts, because they both are in the same place. The link is over this video. The link is under this video. There's a button that says shop. Hit the shop button. You can buy a shirt. You can buy a card game. You can buy a hoodie. And the link is also pinned at the top of the chat. Excuse me. Also, but I'm gonna hang out for a minute to see if anybody wants to come up before I go, because I want to see what y'all have to say about it. I need a long sleeve tee. I got long sleeve tees. Also, just go to the website. I'll drop the link, the website link. Hold on. Copy. Here we go. Boom. There's a link. Go to the link. Let's see. Let me double check to make sure we got long sleeve tees. We got long sleeve hoodies, and if you give me a minute, I'll add a long sleeve tee. I actually forgot about it. It's in my little product thing. I forgot to do it. And right now, I'm waiting on anybody who wants to come up. I'll drop the link to join the chat. So if anybody wants to come up, I'm gonna drop the link again. No problem, Kim. Hold on. I'm waiting on it to load. If it loads fast enough, I have your long sleeve tee on the website in 5 minutes. I actually forgot all about that. See, this is the reason why it's important to talk to your audience. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what up there, Mr. Let It Go?
What's happening?
Man, this subject you talking about right now sound like you was reading my family profile right there, man. It was so much truth. I had to come up and holler at you.
Oh man, I appreciate you, man. But yeah, man, this is something I've been pushing for years, man, and looks like the government is finally sick of these goddamn dysfunctional ass women, and they are making some changes. So I love it. I absolutely love it. But what are your thoughts on it?
Me too. I wanted to run a couple things by you.
Okay.
Children of single mothers.
Uh-huh.
In my opinion, I almost feel like they should be labeled with a disability, and the mothers should be child abuse off the rip. I'm serious.
Wait. Why?
I think it's a disability off the rip.
Yo, having a single mother is a disability. That is actually hilarious. That's hilarious.
But if you look at it logically, all the differences that you laid out, right?
Yeah.
What the father's going to teach, what the mother versus what the mother's going to teach, typically.
Yeah.
Those two humans are so outmatched. They're in different leagues to the point that it's like a disability, like you said. And I've been saying this too. It's whatever comes that's outside the norm is in spite of. It's not because of. And, yeah, I mean, you look around and you see what we see. I mean, these are a bunch of special needs people. It's like idiocracy. It's bananas. So I'm rooting for whatever that law is. I just listen, bro. You got me hyped up. I gotta look into this. I want to support that because it really does need to happen. And then here's the other thing. I'm not going to talk your head off. Here's the other thing. It needs to happen because it's the right thing. But when you bring up these issues, they take it as a tax, and it's not. It's just really putting them in the proper perspective.
Yeah.
And working with them on the level like you would somebody that had a disability, working with them along their strengths and identifying their weaknesses, but they're too immature to do it on their own. And so men and responsible women and the government has to step up and correct this unless they just want this shit to go down the toilet. And that's really all I got, man.
I totally agree, man. I totally agree. You know, the label them as having a disability actually makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, it sounds crazy, but yeah, I was raised by a single mother, and yeah, it was a disability, you know, and I totally agree.
Yeah, we need public service announcements and all of that to really reverse this course. It's really that detrimental.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I totally agree with you on that. So as far as everything else we've been talking about, like were you raised by a single mother?
They divorced when I was real young, and so that's been a touchy topic in the family because I was very mindful of it being a wrong thing. And so, you know, it was like, you know how as a little child, you draw the picture, the mother, the father, and the son or the daughter in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, I was very much aware from when that happened that the picture was all out of whack. And so, you know, I had to deal with the, you know, abusive stepfathers and, you know, the multiple dudes coming in and out the house and, you know,
see, that part right there is what affected most of us. That part right there, the abusive stepfathers and all these weird dudes coming in the house.
Right. And just dealing with the typical crazy woman behavior. You know, it was unregulated, and unfortunately they don't see it as a problem because everybody around them applauds them. They get all the awards and accolades every Mother's Day. There's all these goofy songs, all the R&B songs. They can't do no wrong and all the, you know, so it's only now that they're hearing about it, but that's because, you know, the shit done hit the fan and it stink all over. but
Totally
they want
agree.
to, but they can't keep pointing at us because responsible men and irresponsible women, they don't fit together. And so now that they didn't remove themselves from the group, and they celebrate and they cheer this stuff on, and they use it for entertainment, and they use it to, really fuel the it's like it's like they just feasting off of, they're basically like, it's like we're being sacrificed, but on a level, like it's like social cannibalism,
I
and
agree.
basically the whole structure is just eating off of us, and it's a very
Ooh.
like low level way of, like sustaining the society. It's really not sustainable anymore, but it was what they did to sustain society as far as the class structures. But now, because of globalization, it's so ugly that they can't continue to operate, because other groups that are new to this, they're not going to fall under this paradigm. And so they got to clean it up, because
So
it doesn't work.
I want to play something that goes right with what you just said, right? But real quick, for everybody who said they wanted a family empowerment sweatshirt, I want to show y'all how fast I am and how much I listen to y'all. So I'm going to share the screen, and I want to show y'all how fast I work. This is a picture of the shirts, and the shirts come in let's see, black, gray. Can y'all see my, you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen.
All right, cool. So I just put this together, y'all, for y'all, because somebody said y'all wanted these shirts. So these are the family empowerment sweatshirts. So everybody right now, they're on the website. All you got to do is, hold on, let me do this. Oh, hell. So, because it was about 5 people in there in the chat that said they wanted a shirt. So I just put it together for y'all because I literally forgot all about the freaking sweatshirts. So they are on the website right now. And let me drop the link. And boom, there you go.
Hey,
All
yo,
you gotta do is click the link. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, yo, I want to tell you a little story, right? Quick story, right?
Yeah.
I had this girlfriend some years ago, right? Me and her, we would hang out with her and her family, right? She had this. Remember Bill Cosby had the show Kids Say the Darndest Things?
Yeah.
All right, so she had this little cousin, right? Probably was about maybe like 10, 11 years old, girl cousin, right? And you know how it is when you seeing a girl and you young, you starting out, people love to ask, when you've been around for a while, when y'all gonna have some kids, right? So I said, like, what you want me to have, like a son or a daughter? She said, a daughter, of course, because what would I do with a son except teach him how to be a faggot?
Oh, bro, you can't say that word, bro.
Oh, but that's what she said. That's not, I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't mean to, no disrespect.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you can't say
But
those words, man.
But I'm sorry about the word, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's exactly what she said. No
Yeah.
disrespect to the show. I understand what you're saying. But it's just the fact that, like, this child knew that she really had no business having a male child in her care, and that was her way of acknowledging it, just speaking truthfully from a child's place, that she knew she didn't have no business doing that, and that just stuck with me. That was like over 20 years ago. I never forget that.
That's really the truth, bro. That's really the truth, because that's all a woman can do. So remember what you just said, right? I'm gonna play this video. Remember what you just said.
Yeah, not viruses. So
I want you to think about single motherhood as a virus.
not bacteria, not viruses. So
fungus, because there are some fungi who seek not to kill, but to control. Viruses can make us ill.
See, single motherhood is meant to control people.
But fungi can alter our very minds. There's a fungus that infects insects, gets inside an ant, for example, travels through its circulatory system to the ant's brain, and then floods it with hallucinogens, thus bending the ant's mind to its will.
So the bending of the ant's mind, just think about single motherhood, how single mothers bend our mind to actually think the world supposed to be a matriarchy instead of a patriarchy, because we grew up being led by a bunch of women, right? And then we
Absolutely.
grow up and then we see that the world is actually patriarchy the way it's supposed to be, just like fungus.
Well, fungus starts to direct the ant's behavior, telling it where to go, what to do, like a puppeteer with a marionette.
Like a single mother.
And it gets worse. The fungus needs food to live, so it begins to devour its host from within. One gene mutates, and an Ascomycetia, Candida, ergot, cordyceps,
So Astromancetia is actually a single mother.
aspergillus, any one of them could become capable of burrowing into our brains and taking control, not of millions of us, but
That's single motherhood.
billions of us. Billions of puppets with poisoned minds, permanently fixed on one unifying goal.
Think about that. Hold on, it's not done, but just think about what he just said right here.
Permanently fixed on one unifying goal: to spread the infection to every last human alive by any means necessary.
That's single motherhood. Their goal is to spread. See, the fungus is fatherlessness. Because if all of us didn't have a father, all of us would be stupid, right? And if we're stupid, we can be controlled, right? So single motherhood is a fungus.
Goal: to spread the infection to every last human alive by any means necessary. So if that happens, we lose.
And you said something like that. That's what made me play it. Single motherhood is a zombie fungus.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what you see out here. Where every major city you go to, wherever there is a high concentration of that structure, because it used to be, I'm old enough to remember when there were still families intact, but those were the families that were typically a little bit older than mine. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, those are the ones who you greeted with their first and, or excuse me, about Mr. So-and-so with their last name. And then as the time progressed, like the virus is spreading, you know, more and more. So then even if you had that family, see, that was the thing that always scared me. And it's along the lines of that clip. I always thought, I don't have kids, right? But I always thought if I did, I wouldn't really want to run the risk of them having to have close proximity to all these other dysfunctional people, these dysfunctional single mother products corrupting and infecting in this case, you know, my children who I'm trying to raise the right way. So, you know, you doing all the right things, but you in this environment, you see what they're doing. What's up?
What used to be on mailboxes that are no longer on mailboxes?
The family name, the last name, right?
The man's last name used to be what's on the mailbox. Now it's just numbers. It used to be the Simpsons, the Mallorys, the Tuckers, right? And if you are at a grocery store and you see the Tucker wife in trouble because she's Mr. Tucker's wife, you will go help her, right? But if you see some random woman, you'll be like, I don't know who that is. So she's not represented by nobody, right? If you see a kid doing something crazy, you look down the street like, oh, that's the Simpsons kid. I have the ability to go grab that kid and drag that kid back to the house because I know who their daddy is, right?
Right.
But now there's no fathers. So now there's not the Simpsons kid or the Mallory's kid. They're just kids and they're just running around like zombies. You ever seen how they running into these Walmarts like zombies just taking shit?
Yeah.
They're literally operating as zombies in real life now.
That's what it is. It's functional zombiehood. And I see it every day. I work with the public and I see how unprepared people are. I sell insurance. I see how people come in and they don't have a clue on how any of this stuff works, and I could tell where they're coming from. Sometimes they come in with their mother, and and the behavior, the responses, the undiscipline, just to be able to sit down and answer some basic questions, understand how the whole thing works. They're lost like zombies, and if listen, if they don't pump the brakes on this, I mean, like really emergency brake and everything, it's a lost cause. Hey,
Well,
Mr. Let It Go. Can I ask you a question? I'm gonna tell you what it
uh-huh.
feel like. I'm on a more so pessimistic side. I mean, that
Okay, go
law
ahead.
is great, but remember arcade games when we used to go to the arcade and put quarters in, play the game, and then the time run out in the game, and you still stand there, you thinking if you got another quarter, you could put it in, but
Yeah.
you before you really you would still move the control around a little bit to see if you still had the controls because
Yeah.
the game still looked the same. It was on, it was moving. You could see all
Yeah.
the features and the characters.
Uh-huh.
It feels like the quarters have run out. The time has run out in the game, but we still able to see on the screen. It looks like it's still being played, but it's really the
Mhm.
game is already over.
Yeah.
It's like that
Yeah.
feeling like we don't have no more quarters to put in the machine.
But the thing about it is the game isn't over. And I've
Okay.
said this, I've said this before, you know, this is sad, but it just is what it is. White America runs the world, right? And the only way these dumbass women are going to stop having fatherless babies is
Right.
if they make it against the law.
Yep.
And
That's
they're finally in 2025, you came in late, so I don't know if you've seen the video. They're about to change the law.
Yeah, I came in midstream like 37
All right,
minutes.
hold on. I'll play it now. It's about that's the reason why I'm having this celebration. This is it right here.
25 doesn't just demonize single mothers, it wants to change policies to punish single moms and perhaps even remove children from single parent households. Don't take my word for it, let me show you. Their top priority is promise number 1, restoring the family as the centerpiece of American life. And they specifically
And this is a new law.
call out unmarried mothers as a reason that the American family is in crisis. 400 pages later, when you get to their section on the Department of Health and Human Services, you see that they want to rewrite what the definition of a family is to be comprised of a married mother and father and their children, saying that currently Health and Human Services is too focused on LGBTQ plus equity and subsidizing single motherhood, and saying that these policies should be repealed and replaced by policies that support the formation of stable married nuclear families. It's not enough to be heterosexual, by the way, because they also call out homes with non-related boyfriends as being one of the most dangerous places for a child.
Exactly.
And they don't much like surrogacy either. In the context of emerging reproductive technologies, Health and Human Services should never place the desire of adults over the right of a child to be raised by the biological fathers and mothers who conceived them. Here's a horrifying paragraph. The Secretary of Health and Human Services anti-discrimination policy statements should never conflate sex with gender identity or sexual orientation. Rather, the Secretary should proudly state that men and women are biological realities that are crucial to the advancement of life sciences and medical care, and that married men and women are the ideal natural family structure because all children have a right to be raised by the men and women who conceived them. They also want to promote reunification as a part of child support, and they want to institute a healthy marriage and relationship education program in every state-level high school in America. With
So to answer your question, Ja Rule says law in what state? In every state in America.
curriculum on healthy marriages.
This is going to be a federal law. Single motherhood is going to be against the law in every state.
Oh, I wasn't kidding about child support either. Child support in the United States should strengthen marriage as the norm, restore broken homes, and encourage unmarried couples to commit to marriage. There's also a line in here that basically says that if you're the parent of a transgender child, that is child abuse. And if everything I've read hasn't sounded too bad, you haven't been reading between the lines, and this line
And this idiot woman actually think this is a bad thing.
in here should clear it up. But the pro-family promises expressed in this book and central to the next conservative president's agenda must go much further than the traditional narrow definition of family issues. Every threat to family stability must be confronted. This resolve should color each of our policies. And any
So 2025, single motherhood will be eradicated. These women are going to have to live like possums in the woods. her and her little fatherless babies are going to live like deer and possums and ants and shit in the wilderness. Take y'all dumb asses on. Bye. Get out of here. You and your little father's baby. Stay y'all asses out in the woods and shit. And get away from my property.
Hey man, nature, man. That's really was being represented there. Nature has to really step back and be allowed to exercise, not this made up Frankenstein, social Frankenstein stuff that they trying to pull over our eyes, man. We ain't that, man. This, are we gonna be human beings or we not? And it sounds like that law is the really to save humanity.
Yeah. Women
it's bigger than her feelings. It's about the whole humanity right here.
Yeah, single mothers are a detriment to humanity. It just is what it is. And I ain't never said anything otherwise or anything. I don't give a damn what nobody think about me. They all can kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom line is a long time ago, I said this right here.
A husband to be successful, because I didn't need my husband. I was already successful and up before I had him.
What are you talking about?
You don't need a husband to be successful. Not
This was, I think, 2018 or something.
at all.
What does successful look like, boys?
Happy in your own skin, happy with the person that you are, in love with the person that you are, that you don't have to look for a man to love you because you already love yourself. And that's what I mean by a successful female. Because success can look in any other way.
Is this successful female going to have children?
Yeah, she may have children. She may have
so,
children.
So
she may.
Is part of being successful with kids?
Yes, you can be successful with kids. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So how can you be in this, what you just painted out to be successful without being married, and you have a child in this scenario? So without
the child has nothing to do with that scenario.
Children has everything to do with that scenario. So when you said a woman can be successful and not get married, when you add a child to that, she is no longer successful. She is now a single mother. And being a single mother is not success. Single motherhood is failure.
Single mothers are literally the worst parents on the entire planet. Young men that grow up under a single mother end up in prison. Women that grow up under a single mother in particular end up a single mother herself. But when it comes to a two-parent family and a single father household, a young man has a 90% chance of never going to prison. Because the reason why so many of us are messed up is because we were all, or most of us, were raised by women.
Single mother without a father in the picture. Let me continue. Girls with no fathers have lower self-esteem. We can lower crime, lower mental issues, help the economy, lower suicide rates, and decrease homelessness by bringing back the family nucleus. If we judged a country based on how many kids are being raised by fatherless homes that's producing crimes at the levels that we're getting, but we're not selling, take your time to get married, take your time before you have sex with someone, take your time before you get pregnant, take your time before you have a baby. The single mother without a father in the picture. Husband and wife, but they have their father. But they have the same chances as children raised by just their father.
Where is it?
Household. 20 times more. Violent behavior in household. 20 times more. If a man and a wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same chances as children raised by just their father. If a man and a wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same chance as children raised by just their fathers. The husband and wife raise their kid. The chance of this kid going to jail is the same as just the father raising his kids. The problem is the single mother without a father in the picture.
I got proof on proof. I got receipts after receipts after receipts. Get these goddamn women out of here. You can't get no husband. You can't have no damn baby. Period. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's a lot of background now noise, but go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
It's
Hey,
like static
so
or
check
something.
this
Go ahead.
out. There was I was out shopping over the holiday season, right? And I heard
Mhm.
it was a, Caucasian mother and child, and the child said, "Hey, mom, can we go to Target after this?" And the mom said, "We not going to Target." And the daughter was like, "Why not?" And she was like, "Because I don't like what Target is putting down in terms of their politics, their agendas. As far as I'm sure you're familiar with the stuff that was going on earlier in the
Rainbow
year,
stuff.
all the rainbow stuff, right?"
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that if people really, really want to stomp this out, like they gotta really get on top of holding these companies accountable that's really promoting, the society going in the way that it has, because a
Yeah.
lot of companies are really behind this whole single motherhood thing, and
Mhm.
they're gonna have to really, change course in
Yeah.
the direction. So I hope this is true. I hope this is where it's going because people need this, man. I think people really they may not like the sound of it, but people will be a lot healthier. Think about all those lifestyle diseases people talk about, like diabetes. I suspect that a lot of that stuff would be a lot better if people were really raised in the proper households that
Yeah, if you were raised by a woman, you wouldn't be eating all this dumb shit. Women are the main people who feed their children stupid shit, cereal and damn cornbread and all this dumb shit. Like men don't cook like that.
right, ADHD, all this goofy stuff that's just kind of like relatively new the last few decades, they probably would change and probably would see a major decrease if they were to restore family in this proper, proper formation.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Honey buns. Yeah, like women eat all this dumb shit. Men don't eat no honey buns and stupid shit like that. But yeah, but this is just the beginning. I'm gonna look into more of this. Is a 900-page uh something proposal or whatever.
Mhm.
Uh, so I'm gonna look more into it. So I'm gonna be bringing y'all more information pertaining to the single motherhood law, and because I've been pushing this for the longest, I just didn't have anybody to actually lobby to when it came to Congress or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's one of my goals in 2024 to get in touch with more lobbyists, get in touch with more people in politics and see who I can get behind and add value to, and like pull the narrative this way and abolish single motherhood. That is my only goal in life,
Yes.
to abolish single motherhood. If I die and single motherhood is against the law, I've contributed to part of it and I'm good. I ain't got nothing else. I'm cool.
That's major.
That is my
That's major.
lifelong goal, to end and abolish single motherhood.
That's a noble goal. I would put that right up there with like civil rights and anything else that is,
Yeah.
once in a lifetime greatest achievement. That is how serious single motherhood needs to be taken and
Mhm.
abolished and defunded, and because just the biggest contradiction in history, you know,
Yeah.
to
We need a
to
single motherhood forest.
you,
It
a
needs to be
reserve.
yeah, it needs to be the single motherhood reserve. Like find the biggest fucking forest in America and shit, and be like, if you have a father's baby, we ain't helping you do shit. You go live in the forest.
Hey yo, I saw you and forgive me, but I did see
Yeah.
you give a shout out to the brother Tommy in the chat. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to say
He's in
this.
the chat.
All right, because I watched this stuff for years too, and he would talk about the hair had it hooligans. But one thing I'll say this, and I don't want to change the direction, but this is about single motherhood, right?
Mhm.
And them being accountable and paying for their own stuff, I always thought that there should be a tariff on these hair weaves coming in, and that should be used to fund the training and development of these kids that is not getting it, because unfortunately we do have to deal with them until the reservation can be set up for them to
You
be
don't need to be
banished
set
to.
up. It's just a bunch of trees. Drop their ass out there. You on your own. Like live like the possums. It ain't nothing to be built. Leave your ass out there and figure your life out, or don't have fathers' babies.
Yeah,
It
because
ain't nothing to be built. Just live in the fucking woods. That's it. Go
the
away.
system is out of whack, man. And it should be some kind of, like, they always act like they want to play dumb, like they don't know that these dudes is bad dudes or got all these kids. They know that's the route that they chose to go in. Is exactly what they wanted to be, baby mom number 5, right?
Yeah.
But I think that there should be a registry for baby fathers and baby mothers, because a lot of these chicks that want to try to play like they ain't that type. But I think it should be a registry where we could just
Oh,
go in.
when dudes, do the crazy thing with kids, they got to be a part of the registry, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, we need to know where the hell if there's a single mother living in our neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Because I hope that there are no single mothers in my neighborhood. I hope it's not.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
yeah, we need to get rid of them. They need to, like I said, they need to live in the forest and not in the neighborhood.
They need to go.
Yeah,
They need to go. So
like keep the bears and mountain lions away from them, and because we don't want the single mothers to get attacked by bears. You know what I'm saying? Keep the bears away from them. But yeah, let them eat beetles, bugs, and nuts or whatever, and tree bark. And when it rains, just open your mouth and give them a bucket so they can catch rain in, and let them do their thing out there with the little father's babies. We'd be good.
they could have a Popeye's chicken out there too, though, right?
Popeye's chicken.
It's the jungle, man. That's where Popeyes is supposed to be at, right?
Hilarious. Yeah, put a Popeye's chicken out in the forest for them. And no, man, my whole thing is
over there. Just drop it off.
Oh, Erica said I love Popeyes. Erica, I'm sorry, but I don't know you, Erica, but you got to be trash if you like Popeyes. I'm sorry. Your coochie must smell like bus tokens if you eat Popeyes. That's disgusting. Like, I'm just saying. So yeah, it is what it is, man. But man, what's your name?
It's Will. I just got the W up for short, but
okay. Using super chats. I appreciate you, man. Nice to meet you, brother.
Thank you. I just subscribed, man. I'll be checking you out because you really got strong content, man. You bring it just nonstop. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely be tuning in.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you for having me up.
All right, y'all. I'm about to cook me some food and not go to Popeyes. Eat me some I cooked some broccoli yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Day before yesterday, you know what I'm saying? So I'm about to cook me some food and not eat fast food like a loser. And continue to drink some water. You see this water is almost gone, and you see I got another fresh bottle of water. So yeah, gonna eat me some salmon, some broccoli, and drink some water. You know what I'm saying? And I need help with my order. Kim, send me a DM. My Instagram is right here. I am _MrLetGo, and I help you out. So Kim, send me a DM on Instagram. I am _MrLetGo. Kim, and I got you. You said you need help with your order. Can you tell me what's wrong in the chat? It's saying they don't deliver in my selected area. Oh, let's see. Let's see. It doesn't deliver in my selected area. Okay, Kim, just send me a DM on Instagram and I'll try to find out. I'm using a new distributor because the other t-shirt distributor was just jacking me around. Pause. And the Bronx, it don't deliver in the Bronx. What? All right, just send me a DM on Instagram, y'all. I mean, Kim, and we'll figure it out together. But if anybody else is wondering what Kim is talking about, Kim is looking to order my family empowerment t-shirts. I got family empowerment sweatshirts, and I got family empowerment hoodies. Let's see. This is what they look like. Let me share my screen. So everybody hold on. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I got to do something first. What am I doing? Oh, here it is. All right, here we go. Hold on, let me share my screen and show y'all. These are all right. So these are the family empowerment sweatshirts. I just put them together because somebody asked for them. Here's the red. The purple is hard. Woo! Purple is hard. Black, blue, forest green is dope. Gray. So this is what it actually looks like. And the link is actually in the chat. The link is under this video. The link is over this video. So if you want to get a family empowerment shirt, if you want to get my card game, if you want to get any of my products, the link is in the chat.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games and give them out for Christmas. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
And let me show y'all what the hoodies look like. Hold on one second, y'all. Share screen. This is what the hoodies look like, y'all. These are the family empowerment hoodies. What do y'all think about this green? So we got green, we got burgundy, we got gray, we got black, we got red. There's like 3 other colors also that's not on here. Here we go. Show more files. Here we go. So these are the rest of the colors right here. I'm trying to get pink. Let's see. I got pink somewhere. I think it's in the shirts. But yeah. But yeah, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. I am out. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And don't forget the Deeper Discussions card game also. Buy a card game, buy a shirt, buy a hoodie, buy a sweatshirt. I'm about to have Deeper Discussions. I mean, family empowerment hats also. I haven't made those yet. But yeah, y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And I will talk to y'all later.